What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Not, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sword and Shield cheating video. Alrighty, guys. So one of the best parts about being a YouTuber has to be the comments, man. And as you guys can imagine, being a YouTuber who talks about hacked Pokemon, I get some great comments. But not all of them inspire me to make a video. Some of them do. A lot of the videos you guys have seen have been inspired by your guys' own comments to like the original hacked Pokemon video. But today I got a comment that just made me happy. So I thought it was time. I had to take this comment and make a video about it, just because it's not every day where I get a comment this good. All right, so let's jump into it. Let me pop it up on the screen, and I'll read it out to you guys. All right, here we go. There's a way to stop Pokemon hacking. Not giving people reasons to hack in Pokemon. And Cross Winchester, thank you for leaving this comment. In order to join tournaments with the team I want, I have to waste thousands, with an E. Thousands. Okay, sorry. Thousands of hours running around in circles like a brain-dead goldfish. You know what? Like, that's actually a pretty good visual. Just a goldfish running around in circles. So I like it. All right, sorry. Doing this for every competitive Pokemon is just a torture. Just one torture, by the way. Not torture. Just a torture, like a singular torture. Anyway, in order to have one enjoyable hour of competitive play, just 1 hour. So you spend thousands of hours to get one out. I admit, Cross, that is a very bad ratio. I have to bore myself to death and lose my sanity for weeks. Wait a minute, you just said it thousands of hours, weeks? I guess you didn't say how many weeks. Okay, I'll let that slide. Just because this company isn't giving me the right instruments to make a decent team in a decent time. Also, again, there's more. There is always the possibility to find out that your competitive set is just not viable. So you have to waste even more time, and in addition to the thousands of hours you've already wasted, getting the better super expensive mint, the better ability with the super expensive capsular patch, the better egg moves, etc. Seriously, are we really that surprised that so many people are using PK Hex, which is one of the hacking tools, to enjoy this game? Is it too much to ask for more useful in-game events and distribution? Is it too much to ask for an item that sets IVs to 0 for trick rooms or special attackers? And I know, and I think this is the part that's actually editing. I think he backpedaled a little bit, which is always a great sign, man. It's always a great sign when you backpedal within 3 hours of saying something. Anyway, and I know that they made competitive team building easier, but still, it is not enough. And everyone who plays competitive would agree. One person who plays competitive here, don't agree. Most people who play competitive don't agree. All right. We still waste too much time in the breeding, and there is nothing enjoyable about it. I mean, yeah, if it's taking you thousands of hours to make a Pokemon, that's fair, Cross. Okay. The problem of this, in the last line is really the kicker, man. The problem of this franchise aren't really the hackers. The problem is that Game Freak doesn't care about the players of his games. So just keep that in mind. Game Freak is now a person, and it's a male. So now at least we know that Game Freak is a male that doesn't care about the players of his games. All right. So I mean this comment, dude, it made my day. So clearly there's a couple issues in there with the hyperbolic exaggerations of time and other things. But regardless, Cross, you have inspired me to make this video. So thank you, Cross, for leaving this wonderful comment. All right. So first off, the thousands of hours. Let's let's all agree that that's just wrong, right? In fact, just for you, Cross, I will do a speed run. I will do a speed run in this video, and let's see just how long it takes me to make a competitive Pokemon. I'm gonna guess I can do it in this entire video, and I'm gonna guess, Cross, it's not gonna take me thousands of hours. All right, okay, and the thing is here, man. As far as tools for making competitive team building, you mentioned here that you know that they made it easier. They've made it way easier, Cross. Let me give you, Cross, let me give you a few examples. Hyper training. Yeah, I can just take a Pokemon now, and if its IVs aren't perfect, I can just make them perfect. Cool. Poke jobs. And we'll show this off in the video. Literally the most AFK training method ever. I can literally drop a Pokemon somewhere and it will just pop out EV trained. And we'll show these in case you guys haven't used Pokejobs a lot. But literally EV training now takes zero effort and it's all done while the game is turned off. They've made EV training so brain dead easy that even your goldfish could figure it out, Cross. And we'll show you what I mean here. Bottle caps obviously have existed in Pokemon for a few generations now as a way to max out EVs. Ditto max raids as have been a result of Pokemon Sword and Shield. So being able to get perfect Dittos or 6 IV Dittos or 5 IV Dittos is now much, much easier than it ever has been before, as well as just getting 5 IV and 6 IV Pokemon in the wild through max raid dens. Way easier than this has ever been in the past to get these really, really high IV Pokemon to breed with. So yeah, max raid dens definitely is something that can help you there. Breeding items like Generation 7, for example, improved the Everstone to make it so that any parent could now hold the Everstone and pass down its nature. So like they've still been improving on the Everstone since Generation 7. Like they're still actively improving on this, making this easier for their players. If only they were giving you these instruments, Cross. If only they were giving you these instruments to make competitive team building easier. Obviously, the Destiny Knot has been around for a little while now in Pokemon as well. Oh, so we can guarantee now that any single Pokemon we breed has 5 IVs, meaning that there's literally only 1 IV we have to work with. And Cross, I know this may not be something you understand, but you can also breed and pass 0 IVs just as easily as you can pass 31s. So because bottle caps only go up to 31, if you are breeding a Trick Room team, Cross, I do recommend that you have 0 IVs on your parents to breed with to pass those along. Okay, so we've got that obviously. You even talked about ability capsules and ability patches. Well, I want to make you aware of something, Cross. Those didn't always exist, and you call them super expensive, but you literally get the resources you need to make them by playing the game. And if you're not playing the game, then why do you care about playing competitive Pokemon anyway? And if that's really your concern, Cross, there's this great thing called Pokemon Showdown, and we'll talk a little bit more about Pokemon Showdown as well. But again, we've got ability patches, we've got ability capsules. They even made that weird little balloon minigame in Pokemon X and Y just to show that they were trying. What was it? Super training? I'll post up like a little video here on the sign, but like they literally developed an entire minigame to make this easier before we got the real brain dead Pokemon jobs, right? So again, it's fair to say that they are adding so many things in this game to make competitive Pokemon training easier. Another example, XP candies, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Super easy to get a ton of them. And we can now train up a Pokemon to level 50 or level 100 way faster than ever before. You literally just do some max raid dens, which you should be doing anyway to get the parents for the breeding, or just because, it's fun content. And by doing these max raid dens, which is again a pretty fun piece of content in the game, you get a bunch of these XP candies and can boost up a Pokemon's level extremely quickly, right? Rental teams as well. So you talk about Pokemon in this case where maybe they're not going to be viable and you have to do another one. There's these amazing things called rental teams, Cross, so that you can test out a Pokemon, you can know if it's good. And they even made it so you can give it new egg moves, Cross, just for you. You can even take an existing Pokemon now, and in Pokemon Sword and Shield, you can give it egg moves from another Pokemon. So they even took care of that problem. They've literally, with like the egg moves thing and the ability patch that was released in the Crown Tundra, they've literally taken care of just about anything. Like you can literally even give a Pokemon a hidden ability now. You just feed it an item and you're like, boom, hidden ability. They've literally made even that aspect of breeding easier. So by saying they're not giving you the instruments, Cross, and by saying that they don't care, or saying that Game Freak doesn't care about his players, it's just not true, man. It's just not true. We've seen them add so many things, and just to prove it, let's see how long it takes us to train up a competitively ready Pokemon. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of a speed run here, and let's see how long it takes us. All right, switching screens. All right, so what we're gonna do here for our fun little speed run is we're going to see just how long it takes us to get a competitive ready Centiskorch, right? So we're gonna see how long it takes us, and yeah, I mean we're just gonna try it. We're gonna see if it takes us thousands of hours. So I'll go ahead and start up a little stopwatch here. All right, and if this hits 1,000 hours, I guess I lose. I guess technically it has to hit 2,000 hours, right? All right, so stopwatch is up. So I guess first thing we'll do is we'll fly over to where we would breed Pokemon. So we'll go to this daycare here. You can go to either one. It doesn't really matter. I just like the one on Route 5. I don't know why. I've always liked it better. I feel like everyone has a preference for which daycare to like better, right? All right, so we'll jump over here. We'll talk to the wonderful daycare lady, and we'll start the abusive process of breeding a Pokemon. So I've got a Ditto here, which is maxed, but again, here's the thing, dude. Hack Dittos are so common that I feel like just about everybody's got one that's out there. I could use a real Ditto for this, but again, the brilliant thing is about max raid dens. I can get things like this Centiskorch, right? So this Centiskorch, I just caught it this way in a raid den. So I've done absolutely no effort, no breeding. Things already got 5 perfect IVs and a jolly nature, right? So I've went ahead and gave it an Everstone. It's even got pretty decent moves, right? A couple of those will need to be changed, obviously, for a competitive set. But it's got pretty decent moves as well, right? It's got a jolly nature. And really, if I really wanted to, I could just take this thing, slap a bottle cap on it if I train it up to level 100, and I'm good to go, right? It's a pretty good Centiskorch. Like, the only thing that's wrong with it's speed. So, yeah. I mean, could do that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to breed. We're going to go through the full process of starting from scratch. Because, you know, I feel like my speed run was just use a Centiskorch that I caught in a max raid. It wouldn't do it for Cross. It wouldn't solve his need. We wouldn't get close enough to that 1,000 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave a couple Pokemon in here. So we'll go ahead and leave Ditto and Centiskorch. And we're going to keep Litwick as the first Pokemon in our party because, you know, Game Freak likes his gamers. And he added this cool Pokemon ability with a passive effect that makes hatching eggs faster. It's crazy, man. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so we're going to jump on our bike here. And we're just going to ride around for a while. Because, you know, this is what we do when we're hatching eggs. Also, another thing, while we're waiting for an egg to pop up, that the Game Freak added, which is, again, a really cool feature, is they actually took away the cap, and we've already got an egg. They actually took away the cap for how long it took, for how many EV training items you can use. So calcium, protein, all of those items, they made it now so that you can use up to 23 or 26 of those on a single Pokemon. So you could literally max out a Pokemon's entire EVs with literally just the medicine items if you have enough in-game money, which is, again, something you can farm by playing the game. But we don't even need to use those because we've got Pokemon jobs, and we'll use Pokemon jobs. All right, so we already got our egg, man. We're good, dude. We're not even 1,000 hours in yet. We're not even 100 hours in yet to our speed run here. We've already got an egg. Now, if I was really doing this, and we're going to start hatching this egg. If I was really going about this and really trying my darndest to make sure that I get the best possible Centiskorch, I could just run this, I don't know, man, 32 times, wait till I get a perfect one. Roughly 32. On average, it takes a little bit more than that, but I don't really care because hyper training exists. Hyper training's a thing, and I know this thing's going to pop out with 5 IVs. Like, I know that I can just go fix it with a bottle cap later because, you know, that's one of the tools that is now available to us. All right, so I'm still just running around in circles here, which, you know, is the wonderful egg hatching process. So, you know, it might take me a couple 100 hours to hatch this egg. So, you know, I could speed this up, but for the sake of the speed run, we'll leave this live. We'll leave this live. And I could be taking that other egg, and I could be, this is going to sound crazy, I could be hatching multiple eggs at the same time, which is super broken. You know, you can do up to 5 eggs at the same time, which is insane. 5 times the efficiency of what I'm getting. Oh, all right. Eggs already hatched. All right. So step 1's complete. We have bred a 5 IV Centiskorch with the perfect nature. No need for those expensive nature mints, guys. We have now bred the perfect little Sizzlepede. All right. So step one done. All right. And if you guys don't believe me, you know what? This is gonna make my speed run take longer, but that's okay, guys. We're gonna nickname him Speedrun because that's how we know who he is. So, all right. So we got them all nicknamed. And again, I'm trying to get up close, a little closer to that 1,000-hour mark. Let's take a look. So we take a look at our beautiful little Sizzlepede. He's got Flash Fire. He's got the perfect nature. Sweet. He came out jolly. Awesome. Great. Perfect. And now let's go take a look at his IVs. So we'll jump into the boxes. Even if he got the worst IV in the world, we'll still do just fine. All right. So he got the literal worst possible IVs he could have, meaning that one of the things that was passed on was the pretty good speed from Scorch, right? So you know what? We could just go in and guarantee ourselves a 5 IV, or we could, just bottle cap him. But you know what? The odds of that happening again are low. So just to get up to that 100 speed run, we'll take this egg here. We'll take this egg, and we'll see if speedrun V2 is quite as unlucky as speedrun V2 or speedrun V1, right? So speedrun. I'm sorry, speedrun, but you're not gonna do it for us. You got the one IV that you couldn't get, right? That 1 in 12 chance was just too unlucky. It makes you too unoptimal. I don't want to use 2 bottle caps on you. Or 1 gold bottle cap. I mean, gold bottle caps are pretty rare, to be fair. So I don't want to use 2 silver bottle caps on you. And it's in a stat that I care about. So I'm sorry, Scorch. We're gonna have to make another one. So back to spinning in circles, man. We're getting closer to that thousands of hours that Cross mentioned, right? I'm saying this, but watch this one also come out with pretty good speed. Like, watch that happen. Like, anti-YouTuber luck, man. Anti-YouTuber luck. But that's okay, man, because we got like what 2,000 hours minimum to work with here, so I'm okay. I think we'll still be fine, guys. I think we'll still be okay. Oh man, I might cut part of this just for your guys' pleasure, but don't worry. I'll keep the clock running. We'll keep the clock accurate. So don't you guys worry. All right, so we got a hatch number 2. Let's hope that speedrun V2 comes out a little better than speedrun V1. Let's hope he comes out just a little bit better. All right, here he is, guys. Speedrun V2 in the sizzly flesh. Let's take a look at his IVs. And of course we have to name him Speed. Let's see, Speed Runnier. I think is the correct grammar here, right? Perfect. Speed Runnier. All right, we're gonna jump into a box now, and odds are, I guess we're gonna hit the save button because we don't know how buttons work. We're gonna jump into a box here, and we're gonna make sure that Speed Runnier did not get to the same bad IVs. All right, we're good to go. Hey, look at that. We even got a 0 IV. That's pretty cool. 0 IV in HP. Doesn't even matter because we can just fix that with a bottle cap. All right, perfect. Speed Runnier is good to go. He's got the ability White Smoke. Doesn't really matter. We can fix literally any of that because of these wonderful things called ability capsules and ability patches. All right, so we got Speed Run here. Speed Run, get out of here. We don't care about you. We don't care about you. All right, so now what do we need to do? We got to get Speed Run here up to, obviously Ascend Scorch. We got to get him up to level 50. We got to get him ready for competitive play. So how can we train a Pokemon? We have to go out and battle for hundreds of hours, or we can just use this cool super broken mechanic called, what was it? Let's sort by name. XP candies. Yeah, let's just use those. Actually, I think it's better to sort by type for these guys. All right. So we got to get our speed runner up to level 40 or up to level 100 if we want a bottle cap. So I guess that is a thing, but let's go ahead and pop some XP candies in here. And I did use a bunch in another video I made, so I don't actually even have that many left. Oh, look, we used what? 4? Was it 4 XP candies XL? And he's now level 49. Man, that took so long to train up this brand new Sizzlepede. Ah, that's oof, man. Those 4 XP candies, extra large, are so difficult to get. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's teach you a move. We're not using Smokescreen competitive. We're probably not using Flame Wheel competitive either, but that's fine, man. That's fine. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. All right, Bug Bite. Nah, I don't even care. We don't care about Coil. Coil's pretty good actually. Coil is definitely a competitive move that you can use. Pretty solid move. So we'll drop Wrap for Coil. Coil is 100% a competitive viable move for Scorch. So we'll leave Coil. You want to learn Slam? Slam's not competitive viable. Get out of here. Fire Spin? Nah, nobody wants Fire Spin. Get out of here. Crunch? Sure. Crunch has some competitive viability, at least over Bite. So you may use Crunch. Probably not on a Centiskorch, but Crunch is not a bad move. It's definitely a competitive, usable move. So why not? Fire Lash. There you go. That's a move I want to see. Fire Lash is 100% a move that you want on Centiskorch. Solid move for a physical attacker like Centiskorch. One of the moves that makes him quite good. Perfect. Got Fire Lash. All right. And we're going to evolve because we just leveled up 48 times. With what? Like 4? I think it was 4 candies. We leveled up 48 times with 4 candies, guys. And there it is. We have a Centiskorch. Just like that. Speedrunner is ready to go, man. He's ready to go. One more level, and he's a viable level for competitive play. He's a level 50 Pokemon. So let's do it. Is that enough? Is one more large candy? There it is. 1 large candy. So 5 candies. We used 5 candies, and this Pokemon is already at level 50 and ready to go, right? He's already at the correct level. Let's go ahead and switch up his moves. If only there was an easy way that didn't require any items or absolutely any work to give this Centiskorch a couple better moves. Oh yeah, that's right. There's this thing called TRs. I forgot about those. Ironically, the cool thing is you get them in the exact same place that you get these candies. So let's see, man. Let's see what he can learn. Let's see if I have the Power Whip TR, because I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but in Pokemon Sword and Shield, they added a lot of very, very good moves to TRs, right? So like this awesome move here that does 120 damage in Grass type called Power Whip. Seems relevant. Seems relevant. Let's go ahead and teach Power Whip to our Speedrunner, right? And let's go ahead and give him that. Now we've got Fire Lash, Coil, Crunch, and Power Whip. Those are all competitively viable moves. All right. Well, moves are done. Moves are done. And you know what? Power Whip, it's got what? It's got, is it 10 PP? Or does it only have 5? Let me take a look here. Let me remind myself. All right. So Power Whip has 10 PP. So honestly, I don't need to actually PP max any of these. The chances are in a VGC battle of me going beyond 10 PP are pretty low. But I mean, to be fair, Power Whip itself, I could probably PP max that. The rest of the moves, not an issue. I'm not going to use Crunch 15 times. I'm not going to use Fire Lash 15 times. Like, he's not going to be around that long. Coil, I'm not going to use that 20 times, right? It's just not going to happen. All right, so Speedrunner, his moves are set. His IVs are set. He's got HP 0. So again, we would ideally move him up to level 100 and get that out of the way. But it's fine. It's fine. So let's say if I did want to do that, I'm curious. Let's save here. And out of curiosity, how much will the rest of those candies take up his level? Because I might have to play 2 or 3 more Dynamax raids, which would be the end of the world, the raid dens to level him up all the way. But let's see how far he can get with the remainder of my candies, right? Because again, if I want to get him up all the way, I might need a few more of those extra large candies. But I mean, not too bad. Not too bad. He's already level 64 now. So again, I guess to be fair, you do have to do some raid dens, get XP candy to level up a Pokemon. But compared to any other Pokemon game in the past, this leveling process is insanely quick. I mean, it took me a matter of seconds to get him up to now level 64, right? And I think that was like 3 or 4 raid dens. I think that was literally just raid dens from this video. Where I did the trying to do the speed run on catching a shiny Pokemon in a raid, and like I finished maybe 4 or 5 raids in that video. I didn't even finish most of them, so that's literally where those XP candies are from, because I used up most of them doing something else. All right, so now the only thing left, I mean, again, if all of his IVs and all of his EVs are set up, the only thing left, oh, and all of his moves are done, right? These are all competitively viable moves that would run a Centiskorch. His nature is fine, but you know what? I don't like that nature, so I'll ability capsule it. Let's see how hard it is. I have to breed a completely new Centiskorch now if I want to be able to use his abilities, right? I can't just go in here and change his ability with an ability capsule or an ability patch, right? To something good, right? I can't just do that to change it to Flame Body. Cool. That's it. Now I get that you'd probably rather use Flash Fire on a Centiskorch, right? To get that awesome switch into fire type moves. I just used an ability patch because it was fun. But yeah, so again, That's all that takes. So I have a bunch of ability patches because I've done a bunch of Dynamax raids for my Shiny Only series video, which again, up here, because shameless self-plug of my own video. So I've got a bunch of patches, but I could easily just get capsules as well from, you know, playing the game. Like, you get so much Dynite ore from playing raid dens that you can just get a ridiculous amount of patches. You can get a ridiculous amount of EV items, all of that. Now, the only thing left is the worst, most difficult, and longest part of the training for a Pokemon competitively. All right, you guys ready for this? We're gonna go to a Pokemon Center to show you guys just how difficult this is. So I hope you guys are ready. This is EV training, and this is EV training at its best. Now, here's the thing. I could give this Pokemon Pokerust to make this process even faster, but because this process is AFK and will literally happen whether or not I'm playing the game, I really, really don't care. All right, so I'm going to go over here. And I know it may seem weird to go to a PC to EV train your Pokemon. But don't worry, guys. That's what we're going to do. All right, perfect. There are new job openings. Great. Don't care about any of those. Attack seminars in session, up to 10. Always recruiting. Wait, so you mean I can use this anytime I'd like? Okay, great. Let's take this job offer. All right, we're going to grab Speedrun here. And we're going to go ahead and say he's going to do this job. Oh, I can't select a Pokemon on my party. Game Freak, man. If only Game Freak cared about their players. If only Game Freak cared about my players. Like, by giving me a new feature where I can just access my box, like, without even being on the PC. If only they cared about their players. All right. We'll go ahead and throw Speedrun here there. All right. Whew, man, that took a long time. It really, really cut into my speedrun time. All right. We'll go back. We'll go back into Pokejobs here. Okay. All right, and now we are going to jump on into the attack seminar in session. Okay. Choose Pokemon from your boxes. All right, Speedrun here. You got this. Boom. Select. All right, that's it. That's the only one I'm going to select. And I could select up to 10 at the same time, right? Because training one Pokemon, EV training one Pokemon at a time isn't really that efficient, right? So training 10 is 10 times as efficient. That's literally how that math works. So I'm going to go ahead and send the Pokemon in. We're going to send him it for, I believe I just clicked 24 hours. I clicked through it pretty fast. And he's just going to come back with, I think, what is it, 100? I think it's 100 that he comes back with. It might be a little higher. Roughly 100 attack EVs. So if I did Pokerust, I could get this done even quicker because it would double that number. But that's it. Now I literally just stop playing Pokemon. And when I come back later, it's done. So with that, the speedrun is done. We have now successfully... and again, I don't count this time because the only time you could count is me switching him to the job, telling him to do the job again, and finally me switching him over to the other job, which will probably be speed training, right? It's been, I'll admit, I haven't used Scentiscorch a lot in competitive Pokemon. I know he's kind of viable, but not really. So Scentiscorch, you won't see him too often, but that's it. That's the entire process. We have now successfully trained a competitive Pokemon. It didn't quite take us the thousands of hours that Cross thought it would. But yeah, the rest of it, literally, I don't even have to be on my Switch. I can turn off my Switch and Scentiscorch will successfully continue EV training without me. They literally could not have made EV training easier. So moves, check. IVs, sure. I guess if I want to get all the way to level 100, I could do that, right? I get all the way up to level 100 and then I give them a bottle cap. Or since I'm not hunting a shiny, I could just keep breeding until I get lucky and get the 32 IV. So I got the 0 IV, right? Which is just as rare, honestly. If that 0 IV had rolled in attack, it would literally even be better than all perfect. But again, the idea is I could just keep breeding until I get one with attack or a special attack nature down, for example. Right? And that's 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6 eggs is going to have a special attack nature down, meaning I wouldn't have to use... I wouldn't even have to use a bottle cap because why would you bottle cap special attack on a Pokemon that doesn't use special attack, right? So 1 out of 6, if I would have gone through the trouble to hatch 6 eggs, then I more than likely than not would have already had Scentiscorch done, but I only hatched 2 eggs. So sorry about that, guys. I only did 2 eggs. And then I wouldn't even have to worry about the bottle cap thing, which means I wouldn't have to worry about level 100, and training a Pokemon up to level 50 took 5 candies. 5 candies. That's literally it. So again, guys, I get asked this all the time, dude. This is probably the #1 most common excuse that hackers will use to defend cheating in Pokemon is that it takes so long to train up a team of competitive Pokemon, right? It takes so long. And all of these things that I did, like most of these things, you can do multiple of at the same time. You can hatch multiple eggs at the same time. You can EV train multiple Pokemon at the same time. So again, it's not really a valid excuse, man. It just, I can do an entire competitive team in an hour without any trouble, right? Not counting the time, obviously, they're sitting in a box when I'm not actively farming, because that's happening with or without me being here, this Pokemon job. So again, I could do an entire Pokemon team in like an hour. Like it's such a quick process nowadays that hacking to get fake Pokemon, to buy fake Pokemon, to build fake Pokemon, all of this crap, it's just not worth it. I mean, if you want to test your Pokemon, use rental teams if that's your concern, or use Pokemon Showdown, both really great tools to test out a team beforehand, because that was another one of Cross's concerns, is what if the Pokemon's no longer meta viable? Or just change the Pokemon, change its nature if it's no longer viable. I mean, for the most part, Pokemon really only have one or two like meta relevant natures anyway, so that doesn't really happen most of the time. Whether or not it's meta relevant depends more on the other stuff that's in the meta than the nature and the moves you have. Like the Pokemon's not going to change that much if it's meta relevant now. Let me tell you an example. Tyranitar, right? It's got a few sets, but all of them will always be kind of good if Tyranitar is good in the current meta. Like having an attack speed set Tyranitar, still good. Having a defensive Tyranitar, still good, even if the attack one's a little bit better in the meta. So again, it's not really a huge issue. Not as big as our buddy Cross makes it out to be. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I just had to finally put to rest the argument that I only cheat in Pokemon because it takes so long to train up a legitimate team. So I just want to go ahead and bust the myth. So myth officially busted, guys. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing more of these videos, or more videos about me talking about hacking and cheating in Pokemon, definitely hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. So have a good rest of your day. Thanks, everybody.